Barack Obama, an influential world leader, served as the 44th President of the United States. He is known for his wisdom, passion, and inspirational messages that have touched the lives of millions around the globe. Let's get started. My powers of empathy, my ability to reach into another's heart, cannot penetrate the blank stares of those who would murder innocence with abstract, serene satisfaction. It has become increasingly clear in my travel, the campaign, that the crowds, the enthusiasm, 200,000 people in Berlin, is not about me at all. It's about America. I have become a symbol of the possibility of America returning to our best traditions. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. What comes of this moment will be determined not by whether we can sit together tonight, but whether we can work together tomorrow. We know the battle ahead will be long, but always remember that no matter what obstacles stand in our way, nothing can stand in the way of the power of millions of voices calling for change. Money is not the only answer, but it makes a difference. The greatness of America is not determined by the height of the skyscraper or the magnitude of military power and economic success. The greatness of this nation is determined by the belief that all humans are created equal. Because if we are willing to work for it, and fight for it, and believe in it, then I am absolutely certain that generations from now, we will be able to look back and tell our children that this was the moment when we began to provide care for the sick and good jobs to the jobless. This was the moment when the rise of the oceans began to slow and our planet began to heal. This was the moment when we ended a war and secured our nation and restored our image as the last, best hope on earth. It may look dark tonight, but if I hold on to hope, tomorrow will be brighter. In the end, that's what this election is about. Do we participate in a politics of cynicism or a politics of hope? A woman who refuses education means rejecting equality. Nothing valuable has ever happened in this country, except for someone who is still standing when people say to them, "You can't," and then respond with, "Yes, I can." Hope is that thing inside us that insists, despite all the evidence to the contrary, that something better awaits us if we have the courage to reach for it and to work for it and to fight for it. The background I had from my early childhood in Indonesia helped me get to know them and learn from them, and to me Muslims are not to be looked upon as something strange. Unity really is not easy to win. It starts with a change in behavior, the expansion of our mind, and the expansion of our heart. Change has never been quick. Change has never been simple, or without controversy. Change depends on persistence. Change requires determination. That's why I'm in this race. Not just to hold an office, but to gather with you to transform a nation. I consider it part of my responsibility as President of the United States to fight against negative stereotypes of Islam wherever they appear. I believe that this movement of change cannot be turned back, and that we must stand alongside those who believe in the same core principles that have guided us through many storms. If you stand on my side, we will not only win this election, but together we will change this country. We will change the world. If you were successful, somebody along the line gave you some help. There was a great teacher somewhere in your life. We proved that we are still a people capable of doing big things and tackling our biggest challenges. In his words, he gives voice to the deaf. Through action, he gives courage to the weak of heart. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Hopefully, more and more people will begin to feel their story as somehow part of this larger story of how we're going to reshape America in a way that is less mean-spirited and more generous. Our higher education system is one of the things that makes America exceptional. There's no place else that has the assets we do when it comes to higher education. People from all over the world aspire to come here and study here. And that is a good thing. But let's remember that we're all part of one American family. We are united in common values, and that includes belief in equality under the law, a basic respect for public order and the right to peaceful public protest. There is not a liberal America and a conservative America, there is the United States of America. There is not a black America and a white America and Latino America and Asian America, there's the United States of America. Contrary to the claims of some of my critics and some of the editorial pages, I am an ardent believer in the free market. Democracy is not just a ballot box. We must stand on the side of those who are looking for a better life. Democracy cannot be imposed on any nation from the outside. Each society must search for its own path, and no path is perfect. In Africa, you often see that the difference between a village where everybody eats and a village where people starve is government. One has a functioning government, and the other does not. Which is why it bothers me when I hear people say that government is the enemy. They don't understand its fundamental role. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. If we aren't willing to pay a price for our values, if we aren't willing to make some sacrifices in order to realize them, then we should ask ourselves whether we truly believe in them at all. The essential truth of democracy is that each nation determines its own destiny. Tonight we proved once more that the true strength of our nation comes not from the might of our arms or the scale of our wealth, but from the enduring power of our ideals, democracy, liberty, opportunity, and unyielding hope. My fellow Americans, we are and always will be a nation of immigrants. We were strangers once, too. If our children should live to see the next century, what change will they see? This is our chance to answer that call. This is our moment. Your voice can change the world. It is easier to start wars than to end them. It is easier to blame others than to look inward, to see what is different about someone than to find the things we share. But we should choose the right path, not just the easy path. The belief that our destiny will not be written for us, but by us. A nation that cannot control energy sources that cannot control the future. Let us remember that we can do these things not just because of wealth or power, but because of who we are, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The people of the world can live together in peace. We know that is God's vision. Now that must be our work here on earth. There is a time in every generation's life, if we intend to leave a trace in history, passion must be ignited. This is the time for us. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. The future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on.